What's going on, guys? Peace and blessings. We're back with another video. Second one today. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. I'm going to be talking about why it is so important to stay sober. The Bible says, be sober and vigilant, for the devil seeks who he may devour. So staying sober is so important because you don't open doors. When you're drinking, when you're becoming drunk or high or any of these drugs, not only is your mind clouded, but it can open doors for other sins. You know, there's so many doors that being drunk or high can open, bro. Okay, it's so important to stay sober. And if you ask me, my opinion, this is my opinion, but I think drinks, getting high, drugs are what's keeping people in bondage, what's keeping people from not awakening, not becoming spiritual. I believe, bro, I truly believe that all these different strongholds are keeping people away from God. You know, even let's just say this, let's just say somebody drinks every weekend, all right? Which, you know, a lot of people will say that's not bad, which, you know, I guess it's not. It's really not bad, right? But hear me out for a second. So I believe, say that you have a drink every Friday, okay? Your mind is now clouded. So you're having a couple of drinks. The next day, you're not the same. You know, you might feel like you are, but your mind is not sharp. You don't have that clarity. And then, okay, then a few days goes by maybe, or maybe, okay, the next week, right? So you drank that Friday. Now, the next week goes by, you know, and then you might not have fully recovered mentally. So now you're continuing to cloud your mind. Maybe it's even a few days goes by, you have another drink. A few days go by, you're smoking. Or maybe you're smoking every day. You are staying in a state of like cloudiness, I guess you could say. Your mind is sharp when you're sober. Your mind is like you're clear, man. And you know, God may not hear your prayer, or let's just say this. When you pray, you know, God will hear you, but you might not hear him. Your prayers might not get answered because you're clouded by these strongholds, by the drinks, by smoking. Okay? So some people will say that like, smoking, you know, they feel spiritual, or they're more like they're in deep thought and connected. But the truth is, that's all deceptive. That's what the devil wants you to think. Guys, it is so, I'm not saying that you can't have a drink, you know, once in a while or whatever, but it's these continued states of doing these drugs, drinking, smoking, that's keeping you away. Now, a lot of you that are watching this you guys are on that straight and narrow path. You guys are all in. You guys are fired up for God. But there's going to be others that need to hear this. And it's, man, you know, put the drink down, the smoke down. You know, I understand it. It's hard, bro. Trust me. There was once I was smoking every day, you know, far from God. So take this from my own experience. Okay? You can do this, bro. Bro, anybody can come to God. If you are breathing and you're still alive, you can come to God, bro. The truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, obedience. All these things shall be given unto you. Your desires of this world, even your desires of the world, you will get. But you seek God first, okay? It's all about establishing a relationship with the Most High. It's all about establishing a relationship, not about religion. Religion, guys, is all about rules, all about things that you have to do, you know, give money to the church and come every Sunday. It's like, dude, seek God every day. You don't have to wait till Sunday. You don't have to, I'm not, now listen, church is fine, but a lot of churches are in darkness and they just preach like religion and like rules, okay? You must become spiritual, and you will become spiritual when you establish a relationship with the Most High, when you establish a strong relationship in prayer. God is going to show you the truth. And it's a blessing, man. It is such a blessing when you are led to the truth. Okay? The King James Holy Bible is the truth, man. I don't know if you guys watch any of my old videos, but God showed me a dream. I asked God, I said, show me something I should know in my dream. And he showed me that the King James Version of the Holy Bible is the truth. Now, if you ask me, how did God show you that? It was like he told me through an energy. It was like, guys, if I was going to preach to you something or say something to you without actually saying it, like the energy was transferred within. It was like that, bro, in my dreams. So the message of this video is just, be sober, guys, okay? Like I said, I'm not saying you can never celebrate, have a drink, but mostly stay sober because the devil seeks who he may devour. And a lot of people do not become spiritual because they are stuck in bondage. All right, guys, I'm going to keep this short. That's all I got to say. Peace, love, and abundance. God bless you all. Peace.